Overwatch was a revolution. It was a game that promised to redefine hero shooters, with stunning visuals, unforgettable characters, and gameplay that kept us hooked for hours. I was there from the beginning, from PlayStation 4 to PC, from casual matches to watching Overwatch League. But over time something changed. Overwatch started losing its soul. And for the longest time, I kept wondering, what went wrong? Then Marvel Rivals came along, and suddenly, I had my answer. Today, I want to talk about why Marvel Rivals, in my opinion, killed Overwatch, and how Blizzard's own decisions made it all too easy. Let me take you back to 2016. Overwatch launches, and I was blown away by its potential. The gameplay was tight, the heroes were diverse, and the promise of future updates really kept me excited. I started on PlayStation 4, but by competitive Season 3, I had moved on to PC. I wasn't a pro by any means, just a casual player who loved the game. And I supported it. I bought loot boxes, unlocked every skin I could, watched guides, I watched the Overwatch League to improve my gameplay. I did everything, and it wasn't just a game, it was a hobby. But as time went on, cracks started to show. Blizzard's developers, talented as they are, they had the habit of not listening to the community. Players begged for features like hero bans, role queue, and maybe better matchmaking. Changes though, they took too long to implement, and when they did come, they weren't what we were hoping for. The gameplay started to feel stale. Sure, the cinematics and voice lines, they were amazing. But that only gets you so far where core gameplay experience is lacking. Then came the announcement for Overwatch 2. They promised an extensive PvE mode with talents and RPG elements, a game that would evolve beyond its predecessor. And what did we get? A free-to-play Overwatch 1.5 with worse UI, a confusing battle pass system, and an experience that felt kinda hollow. Blizzard made significant changes. They reduced team sizes from 6v6 to 5v5, which could have been a step in the right direction if it had been done correctly, but it wasn't. Overwatch 1 maps were narrow, with choke points that made 6v6 feel overcrowded. But in Overwatch 2, they expanded the maps. So instead of creating dynamic gameplay, they spread teams out too thin. Matches felt disjointed, and the tight, strategic battles we loved were gone. And the biggest betrayal, the promised PvE mode, the whole reason of Overwatch 2's existence, it was scrapped. Turns out, the real reason Overwatch 2 was made was monetization. Blizzard needed a reason to switch from loot boxes to a battle pass model. And while loot boxes were problematic and borderline gambling, what they replaced it with wasn't much better. Paywalls, grind-heavy progression, and worst of all, subtle pay-to-win mechanics. Now let's talk about the battle pass and the new heroes. Blizzard introduced a system where new heroes were locked behind battle pass, and these heroes were often overtuned, borderline overpowered. For 1 month, only Battle Pass players had access to them in quick play. Then, after a month, the heroes became available for everyone. But by then, the damage was done. Paying players had a head start, and those who didn't pay were left to catch up, often losing to unfamiliar, overpowered characters. It was subtle, but it was there. A pay-to-win system disguised as progression, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. Overwatch was no longer about skill and strategy, it was about who could keep up with the monetization model. Now for years, I was stuck with Overwatch because there was no alternative. No other hero shooter captured the same magic. Until Marvel Rivals came along. And from my very first match, I knew this was it. This was the game that would make me uninstall Overwatch for good. Marvel Rivals did everything right. Establish heroes that everyone knows and loves? Check. Super quick queue times? Check. Incredible game design with hero bans, unique character combos and no pay-to-win mechanics? So far? Yeah. It felt familiar yet fresh. Every match was dynamic and exciting, and unlike Overwatch, there is no need for a role queue. The character combos and synergies create natural team dynamics. So why did Marvel Rivals succeed where Overwatch failed? Well, it comes down to two things: listening to the community and respecting the players' time and money. Marvel Rivals gave us the features we had been asking Blizzard for: hero bans, fair monetization, and balanced gameplay. They created a game that felt rewarding to play, without forcing players to open their wallets every month. And the best part is fun, it's engaging, and feels like a game made for players, not for shareholders. That's something Overwatch lost along the way. I'll always have a soft spot for Overwatch. It gave me some incredible memories, and it showed me what a hero shooter could be. But Marvel Rivals, it's the future. It took everything I loved about Overwatch, refined it, and gave me a reason to fall in love with the genre again. And if you're like me, someone who's been disappointed by Overwatch, but still craves the hero shooter experience, give Marvel Rivals a try. You might still just find exactly what you've been looking for. And as for Overwatch, well, maybe it's time for a hard reboot. What do you think? Did Marvel Rivals kill Overwatch, or is there still hope for a Blizzard's hero shooter? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Maybe subscribe for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, until next time, and take care.